Hey, how are you? We're just going to do a late night reading because I need to exert some of this energy within me. It's been a long weekend, y'all. Let's see what's going on. I just heard collective, so we'll just do collective reading, but we're going to switch it up a little bit. You know how I do. He is here, y'all. He's in me. I feel it. All right, that's going to be the secrets card. The secret card there, and we're going to look at the bottom of the deck of that. However, Yehovah, hi. Oh, Father, I am good. You are good. 112, 111 was just there. All right, Lord. What is going on with our family here? 1, 2, 3. What is going on with our family? Whoa. Well, right away, King of Cups off of the bat. You know, I'm kind of feeling that like little flirty energy. You know, I'm feeling like there's this new sense of love. You know, this new sense of just feeling alive on the inside. And this unconditional love that you've always wanted, and now it's finally here. It's within you. And it feels so good because you always thought that you'd have to go out to get it instead of in. You finally went in and you got it, babe. Great job. Cancer is here. Pisces, Scorpio. And then look at y'all. We got 2 other cards right here. Let's see. Ouch. Look at that. You have so much to offer yourself with 2, 2, 2 in this balance that's coming in. I mean, look at that. You are in your King of Cups. So your next Gematrian reflection positively to project out would be the King of Pentacles. And I mean, it's right here, honey, over and over and over and over and over. You know, you're just waiting for this Queen of Pentacles energy to come on in, to balance that out, to then reproduce, and then back negative, positive, negative, positive, to be that King of Pentacles. And this is pre-Emperor energy, honey, so this is great. You know, I'm really feeling this masculine energy for sure, and Yehovah's very spot on with that with me. If he brings out a king, it's going to be masculine energy. If he brings out the queens for me, it's feminine energy. And that's what I really go with. So I really feel like this masculine, this, you know, it could be an earth water sign here, earth water cusp. You know, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus with this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. Wow, Lord, that's beautiful. Someone's just really stepping into their worth and their power. And like we had talked about already, they were really trying to go out and trying to see what the world could offer them. And really, they're like, fuck that. I learned my damn lesson, 333 coming in here. Because I always know that good things are coming when I'm looking on the inside and what I have to offer myself. And this is healthy. This is very healthy, maturing, loving, calming, caring, kind, love, energy that Jesus represents within us, and that's what we want. And this is exactly the reflection of him. Isn't that beautiful? This is really you on the inside, and Jesus is your King of Cups overall, right? And now you are in his image, projecting exactly who he wants you to be and what you are by way of him and the way that he paid for you. He paid a lot for you. He invested a lot with you. 411. He loves you. He chose you. And he is yours, and it is the most beautiful love. And maybe that's why I was feeling giddy before, because I felt really flirty. Remember, because I was like, hi, because I literally heard like the hi, and I felt butterflies, and that's really what this is. It's like you have this newfound self of love, sense of love, because you've gotten closer to what you could offer yourself, and now you're kind of realizing, wow, there is something bigger and greater than I to always offer me, and that is my king. Okay, but it's also the king inside of me that's really starting to step in. That's beautiful. Wow, Father. Wow, that is the first time I really picked up something like that. Wow. That's beautiful. It's very like whole, it's like very leave the light on. You found your balance here. And for the first time I'm seeing this is Kabbalah and that middle pillar here, Wow, yeah. Which in my spiritual ascension myself, I saw this before I really knew what it was. And so when I found out what it was and what it represented, I was like, oh my God, I've been seeing this forever. And I, have seen this card here a million times, honey, but I've never seen it like that. So it's like you're really spiritually awakening to what is going on here and what, Jesus really has to offer you, and this balance that's truly coming in as this new spiritual son of God, right? Beautiful. Wow. Wow, someone's really accepted Jesus and let him in. And now this fair justice, the spiritual debt that had to be paid is finally over. And now 611 is coming back to you in the best way possible. And it's never going to end. It's eternal. There's always one more going on here. Yeah, let's see. What else is here, Yahweh? Who wants to continue? I just heard Energizer Bunny. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, don't stop chasing yourself. This is what you wanted for so long, and now you're finally getting it. And I understand how it could be kind of intimidating, but change is supposed to break you. Change is supposed to change you, and that's how we're supposed to grow. And if we aren't doing that, if we aren't stepping out of our comfort zone, then how are we ever going to transform our lowly bodies into our highly bodies, huh? And I don't want that for you. That's you're self-limiting yourself. That's self-harm behavior, and we don't do that here, okay? No, let's see. He's got another card coming out. Yeah, look at that. You left that mental illness behind because Jesus removed it from you when you let him in. When you said, okay, Lord, here's this. Take everything I have from me. I could be the richest man on earth, but I'm still so poor in your eyes. 7-Eleven there. Take it from me. And he did. You're no longer sad, depressed in your bed, dreading the fact that you have to wake up every single day with these thoughts. You finally were able to restore your fortunes here. This is your fours, your pentacles, all of your elements are balanced, and this is a constant flow of love here. Okay, that's exactly what God is all of this never-ending love, this eternal flame to keep you going, which wasn't doing that here. Once again, we were just talking about self-harm behaviors, right? And it was in that pile the whole entire time. Yeah, and that's fresh air. That was just negative at every single point. Maybe this person that finally broke you to the point where you had to walk away from everybody, including yourself, to heal. It could have been an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This also could be your moon sign. It could be your Mars sign. It could be somewhere that's completely controlling if you don't have the control over it. Okay, very, very powerful. Current if you're not in control of it. 8-11 there. Yehovah, what else is here with this the 8 of Swords and the positive? Oh, there's still incoming interference though. Well, yeah, okay, yeah, and incoming interference. So that makes sense. But here's the deal: is when you got Jesus to back you up, you will forever be protected because he fights your battles for you. So why are you still having some backdoor anxiety? But I totally understand this, because when you're used to having anxiety for so long, it's like all of a sudden your spiritual state of mind kicks on and you're like, well, I'm fine on the inside, but my flesh is freaking out. And I don't know if I should have anxiety attack too, or if I should just, go take a chill pill for a second, but it's really like confusing, but you're trying to gain this control. And these are like spiritual tests that happen over and over and over. And they're beautiful because they're ways really to sure test you and what your progress is. But it's also great to get this mental strengthening, because really the balancing of yourself and your emotions, 9/11, Yeshua's right here. Thank you. Really balancing your emotions comes within your mental strength first, and your mental strength will endure everything else because Jesus is right there with you along that way to help you move along that path as God lights it for you, puts it right in front of you, so you have this clear shot, okay, this clear view of what you didn't before, honey, okay? Yeah. Did I get any cards? No. Yeah, and you also could be, if you're reflecting 8 of Swords in the positive, you also could be reflecting 8 of Wands. The Swords, the 2s are there, the 1s would have to be there. So 8 of Wands is incoming communication. There could be incoming communication from this air sign in the 3D, which in the 5D is just fucking you up. Yeah. Which would make sense because you needed Jesus to help you restore your worth because they took it away from everything for you. I mean, if this was in the negative, these would have been in the negative. You wouldn't have been able to offer anything to yourself. You would have had a divorce here, a financial breakdown, a complete separation, a possible move, a career ending, a breakthrough, a breakdown, or a layoff. Yeah, thank you, Lord, layoff. You know, something along those lines where it just was like, well, shit. You know, my 3D world is complete BS, but so is my 5D world, and I don't know where to turn. Therefore, I had to surrender. I had to surrender. And Jesus was there to rescue me because he freed me before I was even born. So why am I not freeing myself? Lord, what else is here? What else is here, Lord? Look at that. You freed yourself, didn't you? There's that masculine energy once again. This is past for you. And we already talked about that. We channeled that because you left it behind. It was in the negative. And that's exactly what Gematria is. That King of Swords was trumped. And now your King of Cups is trumped. And now you're moving on to that pre-emperor energy at 11:11. Thank you, Lord, for having my back there. You're following your intuition. You're finally getting to that goal of like, okay, they really broke my heart, this air sign. However, I really feel like your Mars might be an air sign. I'm really feeling like, you know, because to get through the spiritual awakening and to trump all of this mental illness that you had, you really have to have this God of war, this strength on the inside to get it through. And I really feel like that's Mars because that's really what's going to help balance you out here. You know, if your moon sign might be an air sign. However, I don't feel like that's necessary because it would have to be... I don't know. You were going to resonate with how it resonates. Then the Lord also vomited all these cards out. So let's see. Nine of Wands in the negative. Ace of Cups in the positive. Four of Cups in the negative. Justice in the negative. High Priestess in the positive. Page of Cups in the negative. And 10 of Cups in the positive. Wow. Huh. Yeah. This just broken heart was just unfair justice. It was never true, like it was never a true official thing on both sides, but it was still very emotional, even though they didn't want it to be. And it just happened to be this like magnetic toxic connection that's always stayed with them now. And this is what that anxiety was about, was that the truth was just that this just wasn't ever going to work out, because that ultimately was what the goal was. Yeah. You just had to realize you couldn't do it anymore. You had to go with yourself. Gosh darn it, I really feel like your air is a Mars sign. So yeah, maybe check that out. It's just going with me so tough because it has to. I just really feel like you just finally went to war for yourself. You finally stood up. You finally said, no, I'm done. I'm not going to have this, allow myself to be controlled over this anymore. I want to have control of it. I want to take back my life. And I need Jesus to do it because I couldn't do it alone before. Yeah, it's beautiful. All right, Lord. Let's do last cards here, and then we'll see bottom of the deck. Look at that. There's that Eight of Swords right there that we already talked about, and it's right there too. So you're really seeing the good and the bad and the bad and the good within this judgment to be able to move on to this King of Pentacles. Yeah, you're really seeing your worth, and you're taking both sides of this good and the bad, the light and the dark, right? And the rich and the poor, really figuring out this wisdom versus this misunderstanding. You know, you really acted like a fool in some parts of this, and you were really, you know, you were so afraid of being rejected with that person, this possible air sign in the 3D too. Whoever broke your heart here, you just felt like you weren't really ever going to be good enough, or you weren't deserving because they were so just, why were they so interested in me? Like your self-worth, you know, was really taken away, but it was very hot and cold. I mean, I already channeled wands here and we don't see it at all, but this was all past energy. And I look 3 steps back every single time. I look 3 steps forward. And so you're really channeling right now through this judgment that's facing you to get into this emperor energy. You're doing it brilliantly. You're tackling it head on, like this God of war energy. Yes, thank you, Lord. You know, and this judgment is full on here to restart your world over, to get you into this new set of pentacles, everything to offer you, which was the very first overall energy here. And this air sign, once again, has that interference, might be coming to you. Yeah, and look at this. I mean, there's 9 plus that King of Swords is 10 of Swords right there, and then 9 plus 8 you know, that's a root number of 8 right there anyway. And so then that 8 would have to bounce back. That inner strength there, outer strength. Wow, Lord. Yeah. Yeah, it's like this, you know, this King of Swords, this sword there, it's like your spiritual backbone's finally there, 1511. And you're like, yeah, all of those hurt me, and I'm no longer going to allow myself to be the pin, the tail on the donkey here. So I'm going to stand up in my truth. And then finally that judgment's coming in one more last time, because that 8, what goes around comes around. And now it's just fulfilling this chariot to be able to really get it going. Let's see what's on the bottom here. And that's a lot of error. That's a lot of bullshit, right? And a lot of communication. Yes, thank you, Lord. See, gosh darn it, this Queen of Wands. Yeah, this, you know, I was thinking twin flame a little bit ago, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know yet, because I don't feel the wand, or that's a lie. Wow, I don't see the wands, but I feel wands. I know that they're there. I know that they're coming, because it's past, and what goes around comes around. And the wands was right there the whole entire time. So your Queen of Wands, she might be an air sign here, or it's just this fresh communication that came in from your soulmate here, your twin flame, your divine counterpart. And it's kind of rocking you a little bit, but you're also standing in your truth, because you have Jesus to help you finally to see what you have to offer. However, you're also facing the judgment of what has happened with both of you guys as being this, you know, if you're 8 of Swords, you're also going to be 9 of Wands anyway, because it's still going to be their back door reflecting you. And so all of these truths are coming in because of this revolving door of being a wounded warrior. Well, all of that fair judgment is finally coming in with this truth that you have to take this personal accountability for, right? And that's what's going to bring you into the positive here with your Queen of Wands here. There's a lot to offer yourself, and you're steady in that, because you finally looked in the mirror, and you take this judgment head on, because you're a god of war. And then this Queen of Wands, it's like, yep, that's exactly how you feel on the inside is, you know, you have a lot to offer this other side of yourself, this feminine side, but it's also, you secretly, like deep down, you want this to work. You want this reconciling energy. I mean, this is a lot of backdoor. I keep saying backdoor, like, did you meet her at the back door all the time? Or, you know, maybe there's like a bar called Backdoor or something along those lines. Yeah, something. Yeah, I keep getting like tavern vibe. Tavern. Backdoor tavern. Barn door tavern. Anyway, it's a lot of just, you know, when this is interference, it's because you keep thinking about it. You can't let it go. But when it's so bounded as this Queen of Wands would be to you, you know, it's very difficult, because you still have that emotional connection no matter what. Even if you've accepted it and you've trumped it, it's still going to be there, because it's in your heart. You know, it's not going to go away. Even if Jesus removes it, you're still going to take the good and the bad and the bad and the good from it, which is what you're learning from, right? Yeah, Four of Pentacles, look at it, it's right here. Once again, you're still seeing what you could give and take with this Queen of Wands, and what you can control. You can't control her behavior, but you can control yours for sure. Three of Cups, yeah, yeah, look at that. I mean, your King of Cups had to come into play. I really feel like maybe too, you could have had an addiction, and you're trying to recover here. Maybe there's a lot of bullshit that happened between you and your Queen of Wands at the tavern, you know, and you kind of lost your shit and lost control, including your Queen of Wands, and she just gave up on you, and she was like, I can't do anything else. But y'all still think about each other as these twin flames. I mean, you guys went out and partied quite a lot, and she was always the one, but you always had multiple other queens or princesses, whatever, on the side. However, now with your new awakening, with this being close to Jesus and having what to offer you, you know, I feel like this masculine is a possible earth sign here. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus with an air sign, earth and air with, you know, splashes of water here. However, we have Wheel of Fortune there in the negative, and it's just not a victory right now. Who knows if it's ever supposed to be a victory? Let's pull that out. Four of Swords there, and the Fool. And once again, that judgment to the Fool, 1911 there. One whole closing cycle, and Jesus is there once again. Wheel of Fortune, huh? Jehovah, can you clarify this? Wheel of Fortune, please. Yeah, look at that. Look at, we already called that Emperor energy, and here it is. And you had 9 of Swords at one point, and now you're at that 10 of Swords. The wheel isn't moving forward, because right now I feel like you just have multiple towers to face. You're not taking this personal accountability yet, and all that you're doing is you're looking behind you, and you're looking at everything that you have to, excuse me, You're looking behind you when it comes to the Queen of Wands, okay? This feminine side of you on the inside, but it's also this twin flame, this divine counterpart. Because you got your masculine energy spot on. I mean, I already picked that up right away, and you all know that because I said it. However, this feminine energy is finally coming in, and once again, that energy for anxiety is coming back. It's very intimidating. Like, you're really nervous about this Queen of Wands here. And you know that she's your divine counterpart, and now it's like, okay, I'm healed, I have so much to offer, but am I ready to offer her something? I kind of feel like, you know, this house of communication really came in with that strength in the Chariot that we already channeled, and this masculine really wants to go back to this Queen of Wands and speak his truth. He's so tired of thinking about it over and over. He's ready to get this hair off of my dresser here. He's ready to go and face the judgment from her, and he hasn't ever done that before. But he's ready to, you know, he's ready to face her truth. I keep trying to say truth, but truth comes out. Yeah, he wants to make a truce with her. He wants to move forward. He had so much to offer himself. Jesus finally set him straight on this path that he just was going down on a dark road. You know, he couldn't make the U-turn, and he couldn't make the U-turn for her, you know, and she was just so tired of doing it her damn self. And now he's in this point of, this is very twin flamey now. It's very runny and chasing, and he's finally looking at this like, how am I supposed to communicate? I can't, and I can't tell her how I want to feel. I'm too scared. I'm intimidated. I don't know what to do yet. I know that she's going to rip my head off, but she has every right to, because I destroyed her too, just as much as I destroyed me. Yeah, there's a lot of healing here that had to take place, and you're not even quite sure where she's at. I mean, this is very trembling, shaking energy, because there's a lot of lies and deceit. There was backstabbing in the back door, right? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of stealing and thieving, you know, and it's just, you regret it all, and it's just very difficult to sit there and say, you know, I lied about this, and I lied about this, and I lied about this, and playing you also played myself, okay? Yeah, you're my Queen of Wands though, babe, and I want to move forward with you, and I don't know how to, but I'm getting into myself here, and Jesus is lighting the way, and for some reason, I keep thinking about you. I need to go back to you. However, this feminine side is also screaming out to me again, and you need to go back to this feminine side, which is also part of where your anxiety is coming from, because you know that when you go and talk to your Queen of Wands in the 3D, is going to be somewhat intimidating, not just because it's going to hurt, but it's because it's emotional also in the loving sense. So you're going to be feeling this emotional overload of negative energy. It's unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how she's going to react, if she's going to be defensive or sensitive or crying or, you know, whatever. And then you're also going to be feeling this, oh my God, I just love so much. I just love, like, I just want to get past this. So I just want to suck her face, you know, or, you know, vice versa. You guys, we're adults here. I just want to suck his face or whatever. And, you know, you just get to this point where it's like, I don't even want to deal with this anymore. I just want to get past this. We're adults. Why can't we just act like adults? Because we have so much more to look forward to. And right now it's stuck. And right now I need to figure out how to finish balancing my mental, spiritual state of mind, because his flesh state of mind, this masculine, is already pretty much here. Jesus is already lighting the way. But the power of Satan's still a little bit in there within the truth. And the truth needs to be set free in order for it to really, really come out and serve its purpose well, for this healing to happen. Yeah, look at this. This death has not quite happened, but it's definitely around. You smell it? You smell that smelly smell? That smells smelly here? Yeah, that Hermit. This is Virgo energy, and there's Virgo all over the board right there. So that could be something for you too here. However, ooh, you know, you could be a Virgo Libra cusp here, or dealing with a Libra. There's tons of swords here in Judgment. This is also like a projected even more justice, and this is air. Yeah, and this is also Virgo here too, and the Yod going back into Hebrew, and Jesus is really moving the wheel for God here, and weighing and measuring you, which is also justice. So there's really some tough Libra energy here as well. Yeah, and 3 of Pentacles there once again with that Virgo energy. Yeah, and the Sun, there's the victory now. Yeah. Yeah, it's like once this death and rebirth finally happens, there's just a little bit more time that needs to take place. I'd probably say about three more months. And it will be a victory for you, but you can't rush this. And when the truth finally does come out, the more that you're healed and the more that you're able to not be so defensive, the more that the loving, calming, caring energy, kinding that's supposed to be coming out of you anyway is going to come out. Let's see what this secret card is. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, look at that. Four of Cups. Yeah, Lord. I mean, look at this. That overall secret message this whole entire time was Four of Cups and these balance of masculine and feminine energies within us. This King of Cups is Emperor energies of this Queen of Wands, right? He's starting to get to know his feminine side on the inside, while he's also being drawn and pulled back to his Queen of Wands, his feminine better half on earth here. Yeah, within the 5D also, you know, when you're looking out to the 3D, it's also this 5D reflection because you can just see into the soul of the eyes here. And this Queen of Wands is just completely his person, and he absolutely feels that, and she makes him feel like that on the inside, which is why it's so much easier to come home to this Four of Cups. Yeah, there's Two of Cups here from each side, and it's very, very mutual, but it's just the truth, the scary truth that needs to come out and die, come to death's surface, so it's no longer an issue. Yeah, let's see here. The bottom of the card just wants us to come out. Three of Pentacles. Shut up, Lord. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. We already had it. Yeah, right here. I'm getting 3 months once again. So within 3 months, 3 months or more, within 3 months, something's going to happen. What's 3 months, y'all? Christmas just happened. So January, February, March, you know. Yeah. 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 That would make sense. Yeah, Three Pentacles and Three Pentacles would make 6, right? Well, 6 is also Cancer and Capricorn, which water is here and earth is also here. And that's the two currents, the two wheels that can be pulled here with our Four Cups, vice versa, and the energy of the sun here, to be able to balance ourselves correctly with those Three of Pentacles. And Jehovah's already tearing the deck for me there. Look at there. And there's that Fool once again. Wow, that is amazing. And right now it's surrendering. It's this Hangman energy that I'm getting. Yeah, it's time to just ready to stick into your emotions and just let him drown you for a night, and Jesus will save you. He'll give you the breath of life, man. It's the greatest thing on earth. You'll have a last card here. Nine of Cups there, y'all. Yeah, you're sitting at this happy place, and Page of Cups there. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. I mean, you have so much to offer this Queen here, and to offer yourself, this Queen on the inside of you, this Empress energy that you have to balance out on the inside to be able to balance out on the outside for your Queen of Wands in the 3D. And then here comes this Page of Cups and this Nine of Cups, and you're like, yeah, I'm super happy, and I have everything to offer myself. I'm finally stable. I don't have this addiction anymore. I just can't do this without you. And here I am, and I'm sorry, and I want to be able to come back to you and make this work. Yeah, look at that. Four of Wands, this completed cycle here, which we have this victory for. And once again, that is twin flame energy to balance out the 4 and the 4 there to make that 8. What goes around comes around. Wounds into light. Love you.